So I'm going to start sharing some rock bottoms that I've had, just to share some insight about how the rock bottoms are a lot of times necessary so we can really see what is not working because we are stubborn. So this rock bottom involves a relationship that I was in for 4 years and continued to hang on for another year. And so during the last year that I was hanging on to the relationship before I really started my self-love journey, this is what I've experienced. So we had already been broken up. However, I was still very attached emotionally to him. So I would always figure out a way to interact or see him, get intimacy with him. It was really freaking hard to let this one go. I had an opportunity to go to a friend's outing birthday thing, and it's also his mutual friend. So, yes, we were like civil, things like that. So because my heart is so tender and vulnerable and I was still loving on him and very missing him all the time, any interaction that we had there was like pleasant, silly, kind of like our best self. I just felt like, oh my goodness, I felt the connection so strongly. And when we had left, of course we drove separately, I really wanted to spend the night with him. And so I felt very vulnerable. I called him up and said, hey, I was thinking about coming over tonight. And he responded with, you know what? I need to wake up early tomorrow morning. Go ahead and go home. I'm just going to crash right when I get home. So my stubborn ass, I did not like taking no for an answer. So my ass drove to his place. And guess what I see? His car is not there at all. So that means he's with somebody else that night. And my heart was crushed and fucking heartbroken. It's one of those moments where your nightmare comes true. Like, this was the worst thing. Like, I was so afraid of him sleeping with somebody else, being intimate with somebody else, when me over here, I'm still healing from this and I can't even imagine being in somebody else's bed right now. So this was one of those moments where it was so devastating. I was crying outside in my car for hours, blowing up his phone, texting, calling, and felt so abandoned and unloved and uncared for in my life. So this needed to happen because I needed to get in my head that he is definitely not on the same page as me. He does not have the emotional intelligence that is required in a healthy relationship anyways. And I know I deserve better.